Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So North Texas return team will have that offense backed up. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often.
Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's O'Brien. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense?
And it's blocked. Now he can return this. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Can anyone catch him? And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The completion well past the sticks. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown Seminoles! What a catch and run for 6.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Dugan. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's O'Brien. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Give to the running back. And the Noles have enough for the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Wark Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block, it's Rhodes. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. At the 45 on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. He's looking to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. He wants to pass it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Dugan. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 10 over the Royals. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, North Texas. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it.
Looking deep down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 30. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the counter. Sweet cut there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Keeps looking downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the ground with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. North Texas will have to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Going deep. A full dive to haul that one in. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Seminoles. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Hard running there. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the offense on second down. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got him downfield. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They're going to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's O'Brien. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up second and short.
He's right on target. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing.
Get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, no, the ball. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes him talk to the hand. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Knowles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really...
Looking for the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
Hey, Matt.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a connection. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 1st down from the 28.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed behind the line. It's O'Brien. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pulled down for the tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Hart. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On fourth down, going to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first. Your first interception. Remember this moment.
They'll go to the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Running to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll ride the hot hand. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out